Have you ever wondered that in the wild, real battles unfold, where even the boldest predictions turn out to be just a shadow of reality? Today, we will lift the veil on a world where an unexpected hero can change the course of events in an instant. You are in for a story that will send chills down your spine, with endings that break stereotypes and turn our usual understanding of nature upside down. Stay with us, and the world of wildlife will unfold before you in a new light. An amazing scene unfolds in one of the enclosures. A little rooster, which seemed completely harmless, managed to scare a horse. She was much bigger than him, yet she still had to run around the enclosure, trying to shake off her pesky pursuer. It's hard to believe that such a small bird could scare such a large animal, which could easily handle the rooster if it wanted to. But in this case, the victory belonged to him. The rooster was so confident in himself that the horse fell at one point, scared by his attack. And here's another amazing story. We tend to see cats as cute pets that love the comfort of home. But we shouldn't forget that cats are also predators. They can defend their territory and chase away uninvited guests. One such case was caught on camera. A brave little predator noticed that a bear had wandered into its territory. The cat decided to chase away the unwanted guest. The bear clearly didn't expect such resistance. It was taken aback and quickly left the area. Watch how teamwork helped in the fight against the fearsome predator. When the ducks realized that a jaguar was hunting them, they showed incredible resourcefulness. It seemed they had no chance of escape, but the ducks managed to outsmart the predator. While one of them distracted the jaguar, the others were able to fly away thanks to her cleverness. The brave duck also survived. Another example of teamwork. It seems the birds had no chance of defeating the snake that decided to hunt them. But the birds acted together and managed to gain the upper hand over their opponent. They took turns attacking the snake from different sides and pecked at it until it surrendered. That moment when a sacred animal proves to be stronger. In one of the cities in India, witnesses observed an unusual scene. A lion attacked a cow. The video starts with the cows panicking and running away, sensing danger. Soon, the lion appears on screen. Having begun the hunt for one of the cows, he managed to catch his prey. But then other cows attacked him, deciding to help their fellow. They were able to drive the lion away, and he left his victim. And here, everything seemed to foreshadow a fight, but the tiger had other plans. A dog somehow ended up in the tiger's enclosure. The dog, realizing it was in unfamiliar territory, huddled in a corner. The situation seemed hopeless and could turn tragic, but the tiger just sniffed the uninvited guest and lost interest. The dog survived, even though the likelihood of the tiger not attacking the intruder was very low. This video evokes a range of emotions, from anxiety to joy over the positive outcome of the situation. It's one of those cases where reckless bravery proved to be justified. The video features brave dogs that boldly attack a bear that had wandered into their territory. Two dogs decisively charged at the unwelcome guest, and the scuffle didn't last long. The bear was powerless against the attack, and soon the dogs emerged victorious. These dogs can be called true heroes, as not everyone is capable of fearlessly engaging in a fight with a bear, even if it's not very large. But still, it's a dangerous predator, and the dog's actions are admirable. And again, tigers. This time it's a fair fight. There's another video about tigers in the collection. It captures a fight between two tigers, the reason for which is impossible to determine. The tigers are fighting fiercely. One of them grabbed the other by the paw and wouldn't let go for a long time. In this case, the battle ended well. The tigers went their separate ways. We can only guess what caused the conflict. Watch as the bulldog bravely defends its territory from an unwelcome guest. Dogs are great protectors. If someone intrudes on their territory, They will try to chase the intruder away at any cost. This brave dog spotted a rattlesnake on the property and couldn't just stand by. He started barking and growling threateningly at the slithering creature. However, the snake immediately took a defensive stance, began hissing at the bulldog, and tried to attack him. The first time, the dog managed to dodge the attack, but the second time it couldn't avoid the bite. The enraged dog lunged at the snake and immobilized it. As the video creator reports, the four-legged friend survived the attack and is feeling well. I would call this video Battle of the Titans. Watch as the enraged crocodiles thrash at each other. In the video, the animals are trying to overpower each other using their powerful jaws. Usually, crocodiles choose opponents that are smaller and weaker, but here they are roughly the same age and size. Probably, their prolonged hunger provoked the fight. One of the animals is holding the other by the head, and this continues until the current of the river carries the reptiles away. And here, two kings of the jungle are fighting not for life, but for death. Who will emerge as the winner? Some might prefer the bear for its power and aggressiveness. Others might bet on the lion, considering its intelligence, stealth, and ferocity. Although these animals evolve and inhabit completely different ecosystems, the likelihood of their encounter is not ruled out. Anything can happen in national parks, reserves, or zoos. For example, this bear somehow ended up in the lion's enclosure, and how their confrontation ended, you can find out by watching the video. As they say, every cloud has a silver lining. The tigers were brought prey that didn't want to be prey. Check out what happened next. Zoo staff know that tigers don't just want to eat, but also have a drive to hunt, as they have innate instincts. That's why the staff brought a live bird for the animals and released it so they could catch it on their own. However, whether the tigers were too relaxed or the duck was just too quick, they had to chase it for a long time. Eventually, one of the tigers dove in and caught the bird, while two of his companions stood by, watching enviously. These African giants seem to have some rivalry of their own. Many people consider elephants to be the most good-natured animals. These giants often show kindness to humans, but their relationship with rhinos is not so smooth. Despite often having to share territory, elephants sometimes attack neighboring rhinos and inflict serious injuries on them. Witnesses recorded how a large elephant attacked a rhino mother who was rushing to help her baby. The giant drove her into the water, nearly trampling the baby in the process. The frightened little rhino ran away. Soon, the mother followed after him. Fortunately, the family remained safe. And here, a sly trickster decided to feast on some goose, but something went awry. Silly goose is a phrase that does not accurately reflect the intelligence of these majestic birds. Geese indeed form lifelong pairs, which is rare among many bird species. They also show incredible care for their offspring. The goose takes care of the goslings, while the gander protects the whole family. This behavior indicates a high degree of responsibility and devotion, which are signs of advanced intelligence. In the animal kingdom, there are many examples of selfless protection of offspring, but one of the most striking is the brave gander's battle for his young. The fox, which wanted to sneak up on the goslings, encountered a brave defender. He spread his wings and made it clear to the huntress that he wouldn't let her near his family. Behind that gander, the goose with her goslings is definitely safe, like behind a stone wall. In the wild, every day is a struggle for survival. Animals in the arid regions of Africa have it especially tough, where access to water becomes a matter of life and death. At the watering hole, a variety of savanna inhabitants gather, and sometimes real dramas unfold there. Monkeys, like many other animals, come to the waterhole to quench their thirst. But this time, their peace was disturbed by a lioness, who not only wanted to drink herself but also saw easy prey in the form of monkeys. The sudden attack on one of the monkeys marked the beginning of a fierce struggle. Other members of the pride quickly joined the scene, and the monkeys had to escape from the predators into the water. Lions feel insecure in this environment, which gave the monkeys a chance to escape. Another video where someone decided to take a bite out of the king of beasts. Lions are among the strongest predators, but even they sometimes encounter serious opponents. Hyenas are excellent hunters that can easily attack a lion pride. They have powerful jaws and sharp teeth that allow them to inflict serious wounds. In this video, a pack of hyenas is chasing a lioness. Usually, hyenas don't attack lions for no reason, but in this case, it seems the lioness really annoyed the hyenas. They surround the lioness and start attacking her from all sides. This fight could have ended in favor of the hyenas if other lions hadn't come to help the lioness. This time, the rivals couldn't agree on who gets to be the boss at the water. Who's going to be right? Bro, what are you talking about? Crocodiles and hippos are among the largest and most powerful inhabitants of the water bodies. Both are predators and have their own traits that help them survive in this harsh world. Hippos are much larger than reptiles, and crocodiles are aware that the bite force of a hippo is very strong. That's why they try not to attack hippos for no reason, but the hunter's instinct doesn't let crocodiles just coexist with other animals. So sometimes they do attack hippos. Reptiles can only overcome weak individuals, while strong and healthy hippos always come out as winners in such battles. The porcupine is one of the most unusual and amazing animals that inhabit different corners of the world. For me, the word prize is peas. Its main feature is the long, sharp quills that cover its entire body. These quills can reach lengths of 30 to 40 centimeters and serve as reliable protection against predators. Practically no one in the animal kingdom wants to engage in a fight with the porcupine. Even lions, known for their strength and power, prefer to steer clear of it. At the slightest touch, the quills embed themselves in the enemy's body, which will be quite difficult to remove. Once in India, a snake decided to attack a porcupine, as if it didn't know about its defenses. As soon as the reptile approached the spiny creature, it turned its back to it without hesitation. The snake ran into the sharp quills and immediately changed its mind about attacking, deciding to quickly retreat from the battlefield. In this clash, the hunter and the prey faced off. Try to guess who is who. The mongoose is known for its bravery and fearlessness, as it can challenge even the most dangerous snake, the king cobra. Everyone knows the properties of its venom, which can kill an opponent in just 15 minutes. But the little mongoose isn't scared by this. When the creature is hungry, it goes out to hunt and is delighted when it encounters a king cobra. But how can it stand up to her? It's all about speed. The mongoose's lightning-fast reflexes prevent the snake from biting it. Moreover, these clever little creatures are quite the provocateurs. They don't attack first. Instead, they make it so the cobra engages in battle first. A tense battle can end unpredictably. However, the fluffy mongoose always sticks to its plan and often wins against the reptile. Life in Africa is full of dangers and surprises. Here, every day is a struggle for survival, and all the inhabitants of the savannah are potential enemies to one another. In this wild world, lions and crocodiles hold a special place. Both species possess the strength and power that allow them to survive in Africa's harsh conditions, but which one is stronger and more fearsome? Usually, the answer to this question is determined during a spectacular battle between the two predators. However, the outcome of such fights is never known in advance. Lions don't really like crocodile meat, and hunting reptiles for fun can lead to serious consequences. At the same time, for crocodiles, lions make a great meal, so the big cats should be more cautious at the watering hole. Lastly, a funny video about two bears that decided to take a dip in a pool. In this situation, the two bears are behaving like typical representatives of their species. They are curious and active, but at the same time cautious and hesitant. The bears linger for a long time, unsure of how to approach this interesting object. Then one of the bears finally decides to take the first step. He quickly jumps into the pool and dives in head first. Even though there's a full pool next to the second bear, he still leans more towards diving into the one already occupied by the other bear. After a little game of staring, one bear's nerves give out, and he decides to take the pool by force. It's hard to say which of the animals came out of this scuffle as the winner. And what do you think? Which of the bears deserves the right to splash in the cool water more? Conflicts in the animal world happen for various reasons. Most often, animals fight for territory, food, and water in a fight. The one who is stronger and faster wins. But the outcome of such encounters is not always predictable. And I have a very interesting proposal for you, friends. You have a unique opportunity to become part of our team. If you have video editing skills, can voice videos in Russian, English, and other languages, or write interesting scripts, we would be happy to work with you. Message our Telegram bot. The link is in the description. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.